Alleged 110 billion naira fraud. Court rearraigns Yahaya Bello November 27. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for tuning in and listening to this headline that we got to hear this morning. As our headline for this morning says here that alleged 110 billion naira fraud. Court rearraigns Yahaya Bello on November 27. Okay, right here, right now, Justice Marian Anne of the Federal Capital Territory High Court in Matiama, Abuja, on Thursday adjourned till November 27, 2024, the arraignment of the immediate past governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello. He is facing trial in the fresh 16 charge preferred against him by the Economy and Financial Crimes Commission. Bello and two others, Shuabu Oricha and Abdulsalami Hudu, are facing prosecution bordering a criminal breach of trust and conspiracy to commit an offense to the tune of 110.4 billion naira. EFCC counsel Jamiu Agoro, at the resumed hearing, asked the court for an adjournment to enable Bello to be present in court for his arraignment, since the order of the court given on October 3rd has not elapsed. According to the prosecution, the 30-day window issued by the court is still running for the summons earlier issued. Recall that the court had issued a public summon for Bello to appear before it to answer the 16 new charges pending against him. Justice Ene issued the summons after the EFCC filed an application claiming inability to serve Bello with the charge filed on September 24th. Justice Ane, in a ruling, ordered the EFCC to publish the public summon in a widely circulating newspaper. She also ordered the EFCC to paste copies of the public summon on Bello's last known address and in conspicuous place on the court premises. While Agoro prayed to the court for an extension of time for Bello to appear in court for his scheduled arraignment, he also carved the indulgence of the court to grant an order to paste the hearing notice at his residence. Agoro said, "I will humbly pray to your lordship for the extension of time for the first defendant who is supposed to appear before your lordship to be in court. We feel it would be appropriate for us to take proceedings while the 30-day is still running. My lord, I also want to pray that in the event that your lordship is magnanimous to grant this request to court approves the same, to paste a hearing order at the last known address of his first defendant. The last known address of the first defendant is number 19 Bashagi Street, Wuse Zone 4. My lord, that is our humble application." Meanwhile, Bello co-defendants Oricha and Hudu were granted administrative bail by the anti-graft agency. Counsel for the second defendant, Aliyu Saki-san, who confirmed that his client had been granted administrative bail by the prosecution, said he had no objection to the application for adjournment. The third defendant, counsel Z.E. Abbas, was in complaints with Saki's submission. They also prayed the court to continue to allow their client to enjoy the administrative bail granted them. The prosecution counsel afterward prayed the court for an adjournment. He informed the court that a discussion had been had with the defense team and they had agreed to come back on the 27th day of November 2024. He also said that the 20th of November date earlier given was not convenient for him. After listening to all the parties, the judge granted EFCC application for adjournment. She also granted the request to paste the hearing notice at his residence. The trial judge adjourned the case till November 27, 2024 for arraignment. She said, "I have considered the application for adjournment by the complaint and issuance of hearing notice and the submission by the second and third defendants. The application is granted." And that was all was said and written right here, right now, on concerning this headline today this morning, which says here that alleged 110 billion naira fraud, court rearraigned Yahaya Bello on November 27. And well, of course, yes, I for me this morning. And if you're not a subscriber, the best you can do right here, right now, is to tap that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave a like on this video to get more updates concerning this in the nearest future to come. Well, we can hear it right here and right now that on November 27, that will be the final day for Yahaya Bello. That will be where his judgment to take place. When that day we will know the full story. We will know whether Yahaya Bello will be punished or Yahaya Bello will do wayo and get away with it. But I pray he gets punished, because Justice Mariam Anne of the Federal Capital Territory in Abuja on Thursday adjourned till November 27th the arraignment of the immediate governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello. We all know what Yahaya Bello did when he stole a lot of money. And the case now, we're looking at 110 billion naira fraud from Yahaya Bello and two of his co-workers. Like seriously, Yahaya Bello and two others, like who goes by the name Shuabu Oricha and Abdulsalami Hudu, are facing prosecution, bordering criminal breach of trust and conspiracy to commit an offense to the tone of 110 billion naira fraud. That's that this that matter is not something small. To me, I really hope and I really pray to God that they should be found guilty and they should be dealt with, because it is not fair. Because of recently, the EFCC arrested a university student for $22 fraud, and he was sentenced to 14 years imprisonment. And somebody in the comment section, when I was reading a headline, he said that Yahaya Bello is working free, stealing over 80 billion naira. And this boy that just fraud $22. How much is $22? It's not 30,000 naira. You put him in jail for 14 years. And Yahaya Bello, when he was there, you guys now arrested him. That comment that man made, it caused a lot of fight. Like people were just insulting the EFCC, saying that how you don't have any right to arrest this boy. Say that as far as Yahaya Bello is still running free. And yes, they don't have the right to arrest the boy, but because of what? Is it because of $22? I'm not supporting fraud, but the EFCC they're supposed to lay an example. They're supposed to lay an example. They should have arrested Yabilo since, and all this should have been done since. But I really thank God that November 27 is a D-Day for Yabilo. Well, according to the prosecution, they said the 30-day window issued by the court is still running for the summons earlier issued. Well, the EFCC counsel Jamiu Agoro at the resumed hearing asked the court for an adjournment to enable Bello to be present in the court, because when they said that they should meet on the 20th, Bello said that he's not going to be around, and they don't want any why again. They want him to be present. That's why they moved it to the 27th of November. So, my people, on the 27th of November, short and short, this YouTube channel will give you any latest news concerning this Yabelo and his cause. Maybe how many years they'll give him in jail or all this and that. Just stay tuned with the Daily Brief by subscribing, click the like button, and also anything you have to say, you can say it, feel free to say it in the comment section. Well, and once again, thank you all for tuning in and have a wonderful day ahead of you. But most importantly, support this YouTube channel by subscribing.